the United States and Venezuela, power, oil, and the struggle for sovereignty. Today, I invite you to examine a story that goes far beyond the borders of two nations. Story of power and principle, resources and resistance, global influence and national sovereignty. This talks about the story of the United States and Venezuela. Venezuela is not just another country in Latin America. It is a nation sitting atop the largest proven oil reserves on earth with more than 300 billion barrels of crude oil, surpassing even Saudi Arabia. And throughout modern history, where oil exists, global power inevitably follows. To understand U.S.-Venezuela relations, we must move beyond headlines and slogans. We must look at history, economics, ideology, and the evolving structure of the global order, as well as strategic importance. Oil is not merely a commodity. It is the lifeblood of modern civilization. From transportation and industry to military operations and global trade, oil fuels the engines of power. For the United States, the world's largest economy and one of its largest energy consumers, secure access to oil has always been a cornerstone of foreign policy. Venezuela's geographic proximity to the United States, yet combined with its vast oil wealth, made it a strategic partner throughout much of the 20th century. For decades, American oil companies operated freely in Venezuela, and the country became one of Washington's most reliable energy suppliers. But history rarely remains static. A turning point, Hugo Chávez. Everything changed in 1999 with the election of Hugo Chávez. Chávez did not emerge from Venezuela's traditional political elite, its role of tone. He spoke the language of the poor, the marginalized, and the forgotten. And most importantly, he challenged a system that had long allowed foreign interests to dominate Venezuela's most valuable resource. Chávez declared that Venezuela would reclaim control over its oil industry. He nationalized key energy assets, redirecting oil revenues towards social programs, and openly criticized U.S. foreign policy. To many in Venezuela, Chávez represented dignity and independence. For Washington, he represented something far more troubling. A leader who rejected American influence in its own hemisphere. Real issue, sovereignty. It is important to be clear. The United States' concern with Venezuela was never only about Hugo Chávez or Nicolás Maduro. The deeper issue was sovereignty. And when a country says, we will control our own natural resources, we will not follow IMF prescriptions, and we will not align our foreign policy with Washington. Then think that country challenges the established global order. And history shows us that such challenges rarely go unanswered.